think you got your finger stuck between some of the keys in there, maybe, Jim? It's okay. It was good. No, we liked it. And who do we have with us tonight? We got Mr. Breitzman, the sponsor, and we've got
Mike Quinlan
and
Mike Springer.
we have two mics. Sounds good to me. Okay. How long you guys been playing soccer, the team as a whole? When did it start?
Well, we started this program back in the fall of 1979. So it's been going now almost 6 years.
Who started the soccer team?
It started by accident, to tell you the truth. I happened to be walking down behind a couple boys in the hall one year, and I heard them conversing back and forth that, boy, they wish they had a soccer team here. So I just kind of tapped them on the old shoulder and offered to be their sponsor. And we signed up 25 guys, and I took it to the superintendent's office, and they okayed the soccer team.
Okay, so what kind of sports background do you have? Do you play soccer, or have you played soccer?
Well, back in the old days, when I was in school, soccer still wasn't really introduced here into America. And, of course, I was just your basic cross-country basketball and baseball person. However, being from Northbrook, which is up around Chicago up there, the Chicago Sting, when they came in, practiced at Northbrook. So we had kind of been hanging around and watching some of the different practice skills and things that are taken. So basically that's where my background comes from in soccer.
How have you guys been doing this year?
This year, unfortunately, has been a little disappointing. It's been more of a rebuilding year. We were hurt badly, of course, through the Caterpillar transfers and everything. We lost two of our starting forwards, which are generally your scoring people. They both moved to Florida. And 3 days before school started, we lost our center forward, which is your basic ball handler. He moved to Kewanee. So 3 days before practice, we were sitting there with 3 less starters than I thought we were going to have. So at this point in the season, we're ending up here with a 4-12 record. But we're rebuilding and have a lot of youngsters on the team.
So how's this with the last year's? How would that compare to it?
Well, in comparison, I thought we had turned the corner here a couple years ago when we ended up at the 13-8 situation, record. And last year we were at 9-9 with sophomores and juniors and had these guys coming back. So we've had 2 real successful years, and now we're back to a lot of sophomores and juniors again, which they're getting the experience they need, and it should make us tougher here in the future.
How many players are you going to lose next year now?
Well, we have a total of 5 seniors on the team out of 22.
How many of those are starters?
3.
3 of them? So you're going to lose 3 starters again. So next year, though, you think that you can pretty much get it back going?
I think we'll be real strong next year. We'll be senior dominated since we have mostly juniors on the varsity right now. And unfortunately, we'll lose these 2 guys sitting next to me, and one of my starting fullbacks and the captain of the team over there, Mr. Springer, which has been a big asset to this team. But other than that, we'll have some key people back.
What kind of teams have you guys played this year?
Well, we've pretty much traveled the state. We've gone north up towards Rockford and Hinckley Big Rock to play teams. We've gone west, and we've been in Moline and East Moline and Rock Island. And then we've gone south into the Springfield area. We've gone east over into the Decatur and Bloomington Normal area.
Whoa, so you guys have pretty much, like I said, traveled the state. A lot more
I think we definitely put on more miles than any other team.
I would say. Okay, what kind of teams will you be playing now? Is soccer over yet? Or do you start?
We're into basically our last regular season games here. We play Galesburg tomorrow night in our last regular season game, and then the regional tournament starts Saturday. We got seeded 3rd, and we host the game here at Oak Ridge Park starting at 2 o'clock against Bloomington High School.
Now, what was that day again, in case anybody wants to go out there and attend it?
If they can find their way out to the park. We play out at Oak Ridge Park, which is right off of Cummings Lane out there by Cherry Tree Shopping Center, and we play at 2 o'clock on Saturday.
So everybody wants to go out there and attend that, I'm sure. Well, what positions do you guys play? We'll start with the first mic here. Wait, let's get the map up on the screen if we can. Somebody turn that monitor so we can turn the monitor over here. Okay, now corresponding to the map on the television screen there, do you play 1 through 6 or 7 the bench. What would be your position?
Probably 3 and 4 mostly.
3 and 4,
Yeah, I'm fullback and halfback on both sides.
and maybe 7 a little bit of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only when I'm mad at him.
How about you, Mike?
Generally, usually about 6.
About 6. Seems to be glare on the screen. 6 puts you where then? What
At
was the
stopper.
technical name for that? The what?
Stopper.
Stopper. And Mike, what was the technical name for your?
Fullback and halfback.
Ooh. Good position. Can we get back off of that now, or are we stuck or something here? How do you guys feel about your team this year?
I think we did get hurt by losing our seniors, starters, and next year they'll be up again, I think, because they have mostly juniors. So they're back on the right track again after next year.
How many years have you been playing,
This is my 3rd.
Mike?
Oh, that's my 3rd.
3rd year. Okay, that's right. You guys are both. You're out of here after this. It's gonna be bad. Have you guys played in any soccer leagues previously, before high school?
I lived in Colorado before I did, and they had elementary soccer there in summer and stuff, so I played there.
Mike? No? Just started when you were a freshman, huh?
Might add that several, Mike I know has played a little bit of indoor soccer that started in the Peoria League here, you know, so he's kind of been taking a crash course in soccer the last couple years.
How's indoor
during
soccer?
winters.
How is that different than regular soccer?
Well, it's more like speed. It's just kickball, really.
You played off the walls then? Or?
Yeah. Just in the gym.
Yeah, I would think for those that aren't really familiar with it, it's played on a hockey rink type style field with AstroTurf covering it. And you can use the walls. The balls don't go out of bounds unless you kick it over the walls, of course. And it's like a extra man on the field because you can use the walls for passing, etc. And it does make it quite a speed game, which develops a touch on the ball.
Where do they play this at? Where's their indoor? They played down at that Owens Recreation thing, or?
Yeah, last year they played down at the Owens Rec, and the year before they played down at the old Armory in Peoria down there. So it kind of moves around, I think, probably where they can get their best deal.
Do you guys plan on playing high school or playing soccer when you get out of high school?
I don't know. Really don't. Depends on where I go to college, probably. So.
That's probably will end up with me too.
Are there any soccer leagues for you guys once you get out of high school? Any
Summer.
like the summer league stuff?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done that before?
Well, I have over at Detweiler Park in Chillicothe.
Is that like a traveling team or?
No, it's just a league, just a kind of like an in-house league.
What other sports are you guys into?
Well, I wrestle.
Play baseball.
Whoa, what was that?
Technical difficulty.
Technical difficulty, okay. Mr. Breitzman, I heard that you used to play baseball. Why don't you tell us about this?
True.
True?
I have 8 years professional experience. And real quickly, my background, I was drafted out of high school by the Chicago White Sox and decided at that time the money wasn't good enough, so I went to 2 years of college, got drafted 2nd round by the Cubs. Let's hear it for the Cubs. And played 5 years in their particular organization, which I think is a terrific organization, and then was the player to be named later when Billy Williams was traded over to Oakland, which is still the nostalgia of the mustache when we became the Mustache Gang over in Oakland, and was paid $300 to grow this little fuzzy wuzzy here. So I kind of kept it on as kind of a memento after I retired in '75.
What position did you play?
I basically was a second baseman. That would be my prime. I know Oakland got me to mold me into the utility player. It's a little different nowadays. In those days, there was one basic extra infielder that played all the positions, and now they have a player or two that plays all those positions. So it's expanded a little bit with the AstroTurf and things, which really weren't into being while I was still playing.
That sounds pretty interesting. I heard that you were into baseball, and I thought, hey, I'm going to jump on that so I can find out a little bit about it. I'd like to thank both of you guys for coming, and Mr. Breitzman, thanks a lot for coming along. And you guys have been great tonight, and we're not done yet. We still got that party coming. So let's bring on Jim Tallman. Let's have a little traveling music here, Jim. Let's have a little traveling music. We're not over yet, guys. There we go. Just a little traveling music will bring Jimmer. Can you guys handle that?